Okay, Cartoon Fan 959 sent me a link with some information about the next season of the Orville. We'll talk about that in a moment. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. I'd like to take a moment right at the outset to thank everyone who has subscribed to this channel. It has really been a thrill for me. It may not seem like much to some people, but having passed the 150 subscriber mark was an incredible thrill for me, and I appreciate everybody who's taken the time to subscribe to this channel, and I hope more of you will do so. I'm looking forward to a bright future of doing videos for you. We're not in our usual place today. For the next couple of weeks I don't have access to my usual recording spot, so I am at my desk where I'm usually editing this. So I hope you'll not mind the occasional guinea pig squeak or the cat cross behind me. So that's what's going on around here. Anyway, on to the show. We are going to a website called trekmovie.com with some information about the next season of the Orville. First of all, we have a couple of things. A former Star Trek actor is going to direct an episode. Robert Duncan McNeil was seen on a location shoot near the Northridge campus of California State. This is a location where Starfleet Academy was depicted in the first reboot of the Star Trek series. And we don't know what it's going to be used for in this particular case, but they have their new version of a shuttle which has a new paint job on it, and several members of the cast, which include the captain and the doctor and the new character played by Jessica Zor, who will be a Zelayan. We know that Alara is a Zelayan, and so there have been rumors, of course, you've heard them, we've talked about them here, in which Alara is going to be replaced perhaps in mid-season. We know that she's going to be in the season, but we don't know for how long or if she's going to spend the whole season. However it is, there is someone in a red uniform that is in Zelaran makeup. We think it's Jessica Zor, and her new regular place on the cast will have a name. We didn't know her first name. Her last name is Kayali. Since Alara's name is Katan, they won't be related, at least not directly, but both serving aboard the ship. Now, some people have said that because she's wearing a red uniform, that would make her part of security. So we don't know exactly where this is going, whether she is going to be a replacement for Alara or not. At any rate, Jessica Zor is definitely going to be a Zelayan. This was seen by several people, several students on the California State Northridge campus when this shoot was done. It was done in the open. There was no secrecy. There were no barriers. And so a number of students were able to get their phones out and snap some pictures. So we know that Jessica Zor is going to be a Zelayan. We know that Robert Duncan McNeil is going to be directing this particular episode, whichever it is. And we do know that there's another episode, or this episode, that's going to feature Robert Picardo as Alara's father. And I believe the actress that plays her mother as well is going to be in this. So this is interesting. This is something to look forward to as season 2 of the Orville comes about. Also, this site reports that there are some changes in how the stories are told. They are, as we've said before, going to be a little more serious in tone and a little more science fiction, a little less comedy. We know, for instance, that the story about Bortus and Clyden's child is going to be revisited, and there's going to be more to it than the episode did in the first season. So there's still a controversy among the ship and among the Bortus and Clyden as to the gender of this child that they've had together. So that's going to be something that's going to be visited in the second scene. And also, as we reported last time we talked about the Orville, there is going to be a mystery guest star in heavy makeup who looks kind of like a Cardassian with horns. Maybe not exactly. But at any rate, actually he looks kind of a cross between a Cardassian and the Jakar from Babylon 5. So this is an interesting character. And it's going to be played by somebody that you should know, a classic character out of one of our previous Trek shows. I'm still holding with the idea that it is probably Michael Dorn. So that's what we know about the next season on the Orville so far. If you have any ideas, if you have any speculation, if you've seen another website that has even more information than this, let us know about it and we'll pass it on to everybody else. Also, if you have any comments on anything we've said or done lately, feel free to put it down in the comments. We hope that you'll click a subscribe button and hit a like as well. Till next time, don't go far.